Suburban nights are defined by their silence, but within a few seconds, that quiet can be shattered as an ordinary home violently erupts into a high-temperature inferno. This graph illustrates the speed of a modern residential fire. Due to the high energy density of synthetic furnishings, the volume of a fire now doubles every 60 seconds. When the heat trapped at the ceiling reaches approximately 1100 degrees Fahrenheit, the room hits flashover. At this point, every surface ignites simultaneously. Survival becomes physically impossible. While older homes took 15 minutes to reach this stage, modern materials have shortened that timeline. The window to escape now closes in under 3 minutes. This was the reality facing a mother who escaped her burning home, only to realize her baby was still in a second-floor nursery. She called 911 at the peak of the fire's growth. This split screen shows the conflict between fire physics and logistics. The top bar tracks the fire's exponential growth, while the bottom bar tracks the fire truck's travel time. In many suburban layouts, the fire reaches the flashover point before the truck can even leave the station. By the time the mother heard the first sirens, black smoke was already pushing out of every window under high pressure, indicating the house was fully engulfed. From a tactical standpoint, the structure was a total loss before the first responders even pulled their hoses from the truck. When the first engines arrived, flames were already venting through the roof. The heat was intense enough to crack the windshields of parked cars across the street. This tactical map shows a defensive strategy. To minimize risk, crews typically stay on the perimeter and spray water from the outside to protect the neighboring houses. One firefighter looked at the burning structure and decided to ignore the defensive perimeter. He moved toward the front door alone. He lacked a backup team or a hose line for protection. Entering meant stepping into a space where the air temperature alone could melt his face mask. Reaching the child required him to suppress the biological impulse to turn back from the heat. Inside, the smoke is a physical wall of soot and toxic gases. It absorbs light entirely, rendering his high-powered flashlight useless. He navigated by sweeping his lead hand along the baseboards, mapping the room layout through touch, while crawling beneath the thermal layer where the air was slightly cooler. He reached the nursery just as the roar of the fire intensified. Through the sound of rushing air, he heard a muffled cry from the corner of the room. He found the infant in the crib. To protect the child during the exit, he stripped off his own heavy thermal jacket and wrapped it around the baby, exposing his own body to the rising heat. To give the child a chance at survival, he had to give up his primary layer of defense. As he turned to leave, the heat reached a level that destroyed the load-bearing capacity of the wooden frame. A main ceiling joist collapsed directly into the hallway. The path he used to enter the house was now buried under burning timber and plaster. He had to find a secondary exit through the smoke before the second floor pancaked onto the first. He moved through the debris, shielding the child with his chest, while the weight of his air tank and the falling architecture pushed him toward the floor. The escape had become a direct race against gravity. The firefighter emerged from the front door as the structure groaned behind him, stepping onto the lawn and back into the light of the engines. He unwrapped the jacket and handed the infant to the mother. The child was breathing. The firefighter sat on the bumper of the engine, his face blackened by soot. He watched the family from the edge of the scene, his breathing heavy and his gear ruined by the heat. He had gambled his own life against the math of the fire. He knew the odds were against him, but he chose to enter the building anyway.
From the dark struggle to the ultimate glory, break all the chains and push through. Welcome to your true destiny.